So the topic for today's video is fear. And I'd like to share a perspective about fear, specifically that it is safe to feel fear. For some reason, fear is the one emotion that we don't feel safe feeling, and we also don't feel safe doing things while experiencing fear. What if we met fear in the same way that we meet our other emotions? So for example, if there's a task that you need to do, would it restrict you from doing that task if you were feeling any other emotion? So let's say you weren't somebody that enjoyed going to large gatherings or parties. It makes you feel uncomfortable, let's say, and you're afraid of being in a group with people. Would that prevent you from going if you said, oh, I can't go, I don't want to go, I can't do this because I'm bored or because I'm happy? But for some reason, if we say, oh, because I'm scared, then that stops the action. So what if you're confronted with fear and you say, okay, I want to do this thing, but I'm scared. Okay, then do it scared. You can also do the thing happy. You can also do the thing bored. And you can do the thing scared. I think our bodies have been trained to think that if we are scared, then it must mean that we're not safe. But it is possible to feel fear and be safe. And I'll give you the example of a fire alarm or a smoke detector in our house. So our houses have smoke detectors, and they are put there to signal danger. So just like our fear response is in us to signal danger. And yes, there are certain situations where legitimate, honest fear in that situation is useful to trigger our safety response, right? If you're confronted with a lion, yes, that is legitimate fear for you to get out of the situation. But what I'm showing is that just because there is fear doesn't necessarily mean that there is danger. So with the smoke detector, there's been many times where if you're making toast, that smoke detector is going to go off. And the smoke detector is there to signal danger. And sometimes it's way too sensitive. And you have to go there and you have to wave your hands and try to get the smoke detector to stop going off because there is no danger. So the smoke detector is going off, but it's safe. So there's the opportunity for you to connect with the sensation of fear, connect with your body, connect with your nervous system, and allow it a safe space to actually experience fear and feel fear. Because just like the smoke detector, just because it's going off doesn't mean that there's a danger. So just because you feel fear doesn't mean that there's a danger. And the more that we touch in and connect with fear and show our bodies that we have the capacity to feel it, that we have the capacity in a safe space to feel all of the emotions, allowing all of the emotions to come through, express itself in its natural form, and then release. The more that we allow that process to, just like waves in the ocean, to come in and out, the emotions come in and then they're expressed out without resistance, without trying to change them or trying to make them something that they're not. But they are allowed to come in and flow out with a natural rhythm. We find how much easier it is. Life becomes easier, not because the troubles go away in the relative sense, but because we enter into a flow state with life. So I welcome you to take the opportunity to befriend fear. Because fear is your friend in the sense that it is a method to keep you safe. It's a friend that wants to keep you safe. But sometimes the fear is so overly sensitive that it's sounding the alarm of fear when you're not in danger. But by befriending fear and connecting with it, you also allow your body permission to feel all of your emotions. And there's so much beautiful harmony that can be created when we are not resisting experience, when we are one with that experience. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. And I wish for you that experience of being one with your being right now.